When people start a new year, they have lots of hopes. We all think it will be a great year, full of experiences, new people, changes, happiness, and all that kind of things. This year started better than ever. It all seemed like it was going to be one of the best years in my life, but that feeling didn't last much. It all happens on my father's birthday. My family and I were supposed to go to have lunch together in a restaurant, but my father called me when I was arriving home from school by bus. My mother had a car trouble and they were in the repair. I couldn't believe that my mother had broken the car that we had just bought. But it wasn't true. They were actually in the hospital. My mother was diagnosed with blood cancer, leukemia. That's what my father said when he arrived home hours later. Life for me until then had been easy. I had never dealt with such a hard experience and I was really scared. At first, I did not want to believe it because my mother seemed perfectly healthy. She was actually just going to a medical checkup. But unfortunately, it was true. You cannot imagine how much your life changes when you face these kind of situations until it happens to you. At that moment, I was cursing the last year of high school, and at the end of the course, I had to do the entrance exams to college. At the same time, my brother and I had to take care of the housework because my father had to work and spend a lot of time in the hospital. We all visited her every weekend to make her laugh and tell her about our week. Not every day was a good day for her because chemotherapy left her very weak and it had also some side effects that made her feel worse. She was a heroine for me and I really wanted to be a support for her, so I did effort in high school because she was worried about my scores and I called her every night to give her encouragement. My mother was discharged from the hospital in May. Cancer cells had disappeared from her blood and she seemed to be cured. I have never been so happy. The way I look at life has completely changed, and I value life much more than ever. Most of us do not think about losing someone we really love and its consequences. We want to think that everything will stay the same for a long time, but it is not true. Life changes in a second. A choice, a person, a trip, an illness. Everything changes our lives and changes us. Appreciate what you have and the people around you. Tell them how much they mean to you, because you can never know when there will be a change.